Picture this, a cold, rain-soaked evening in the heart of the city. The streets glisten under flickering streetlights, and there she is, a woman, drenched, mascara running down her face, clutching a crumpled envelope like it's the last piece of hope she has left. She's sobbing, begging. Her voice barely cuts through the sound of the rain. Then he appears, a man in a tailored charcoal suit, designer shoes that probably cost more than her monthly rent. An umbrella shields him from the storm. A Rolex catches the light as he checks his phone. He walks right past her. Not a glance, not a word, just nothing. She reaches out. "Please, sir, I just need—" He steps into his black luxury sedan. The door shuts, the engine hums, and he's gone. The woman collapses to her knees, the envelope falling into a puddle. The rain keeps falling. No one stops. But here's the thing. This man, he's Marcus Hale, CEO, self-made billionaire, built his empire by cutting dead weight. That's what they say. Ruthless.
Cold. Untouchable. But what he didn't know was that one call was about to change everything. But let's rewind 6 months earlier. Her name is Maria Rodriguez, 34 years old, single mother. For 12 years, she cleaned the floors of Marcus Hale's company. Every night, every holiday. Invisible. She had a daughter, Sophia, 8 years old, beautiful smile. But Sophia was sick, really sick. A rare heart condition that required surgery. The kind of surgery that costs more than Maria made in 2 years. So Maria worked, double shifts, triple shifts. She saved every single dollar, skipped meals, wore the same worn-out shoes for 3 years, because that's what mothers do. Then one day, it all fell apart. Company downsizing, budget cuts. Maria was called into an office. 2 minutes, that's all it took. "We appreciate your service, but we're letting you go." No severance. 12 years, gone. That envelope she clutched in the rain, her final paycheck. $300.
Enough for 1 week of Sophia's medication, maybe. She went to Marcus Hale's building that day, desperate, broken, hoping for mercy, alone, anything. He walked past her like she didn't exist. But Maria didn't know that cold moment was being watched. But someone else was there that night. Across the street, inside a parked car, a man sat in the shadows, phone raised, recording everything. His name? David Bennett, former executive. 3 years ago, Marcus Hale destroyed him, stole his ideas, took credit for his work, then fired him and blacklisted him from the industry. David lost everything, his career, his savings, his reputation. But he rebuilt, quietly, patiently, waiting for the right moment. And watching Marcus ignore that crying woman, that was it. David didn't call the police. He didn't leak it to the media. No, he called someone far more powerful. Mr. Chen, billionaire investor, the man funding Marcus Hale's entire empire. And Mr. Chen had one rule: ethical business, always. David sent the video, one message: "This is who you're funding." Mr. Chen watched, his jaw tightened. Without hesitation, he called an emergency board meeting. Meanwhile, Marcus, he was at a 5-star restaurant, champagne, caviar, laughing with clients, toasting his success. He had no idea the storm brewing behind him. 72 hours later,
His phone rang. One call. Everything changed. Marcus answers the call. Mr. Chen's voice cuts through like ice. "I've pulled all my investments. The board voted. You're out. Effective immediately." Marcus's face drains of color. "What? You can't—" Click. The call ends. Within hours, it all collapses. News headlines flash. CEO ousted after viral video. Stock prices crash. His office? Emptied. Security escorts him out. Former colleagues? They walk past him, just like he walked past Maria. He calls his allies. No one answers. His arrogance crumbles into pure panic. But across town, Maria's phone rings. It's the new interim CEO, appointed by Mr.
Chen himself. "Miss Rodriguez, we'd like to offer you your job back, with 12 years of back pay, and we're promoting you to Community Outreach Manager. Also, Mr. Chen is personally funding your daughter's surgery." Maria collapses into tears, but this time, joy. Pure, overwhelming relief. Sophia gets the surgery. She recovers. Meanwhile, Marcus sits alone in his empty penthouse, jobless, humiliated, broken. Maria sees a news article, "CEO's Fall, Sparked by a Moment of Cruelty." She never sought revenge, but justice found her anyway. Here's the truth. One moment of cruelty can define you forever. One act of kindness or coldness can ripple in ways you never imagine. Marcus Hale built an empire, but in 2 minutes he destroyed a woman's life. And in 72 hours, his own empire crumbled. David waited 3 years for justice. Mr. Chen chose ethics over profit. And Maria, she never gave up, even when the world ignored her. Marcus ignored a crying woman on a rainy street.
He thought no one was watching, but someone always is. Today, Maria works in a job she loves. Sophia is healthy, thriving, full of life. They smile together, really smile, the kind of happiness that comes after surviving the storm. And Marcus, he learned the hardest way. Your character isn't tested when people are watching. It's tested when you think no one is. Sometimes justice doesn't roar. It just calls. If this story moved you, share it. You never know who needs to hear it. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories that remind us every choice echoes. Because in the end, how you treat people when they can't do anything for you, that's who you really are.